Colby, let's do a snackable on Toby Corbin.
He was incredible. I took a chance. I reached out to him. He answered. And I have to tell you, Melissa and I at night, it's like a Netflix kind of situation. We're on Instagram. She's been following this guy. He does these unbelievable tours of these mansions and just flats in London, and it just maybe his style, his movement, his voice. Melissa's like so into the voice, and he gets the point across. It's a different way of advertising, and that's what got me hooked. I don't know if you saw the same thing, but I think people are just driven to him and his Instagram page because he has such great content.
Absolutely. And he really was able to share with us that approach. Now, it is interesting that he has so many incredible properties to show. And I just want to segue to the incredible properties that you show and where you pop up in your listings and how you do use Instagram and your videos as a tool to showcase these incredible listings that you have with your partner, Jennifer. And you're often splashing around in the pool. Tell us about that kind of vision and your POV.
I'm glad Toby said it too, because Toby said, with today's buyer,
Yeah.
you have to think outside the box. You can't just be a regular realtor putting it on, MLS or whatever you want to call it. You need to work it, and you have to do these promotional videos and think outside the box. He said he was talking about where some lady bought something a year prior and has been watching his videos, and she reached out to him. Same with me. People, they follow Jen and I. We have these fabulous videos just featuring great, different things, different features of the home. And then if I'm in the pool, I try and be in the pool. If there's always a pool, I'm always in the pool. People look for that. As much as people are annoyed by it, they're like, why weren't you in the pool? What happened to the pool? People ask me this while I'm walking down a street. So to be different and to stand out in such a way when you're a realtor, it makes all the difference. And he's doing it and I'm doing it.
Yeah, definitely. You can add content creator to your title now for sure, because you have a whole slew of fantastic videos. We share them often on our Always in Escrow Instagram and yours, Colby Burchin. And the other thing that I wanted to just jump into that Toby was mentioning is the current trend in real estate and how there are buyers, but there's also renters. So what do you think about that? What do you think about what's happening in London and what's happening in Boca?
London's a big market. It's very high up in the game for residential sales. So I think it trickles down to New York, Miami, Boca. And he said it. And everything he said is true. Right now, with what's going on in the world, there is a pause. People are scared. People are just hesitant to do maybe a big purchase. So what are they doing? They're renting, they're leasing, and they're just dabbling, getting their feet wet just to see if they really do like that market. So it is interesting that he said that in his London market. I'm seeing it in our South Florida market. So it's definitely true.
Fantastic perspective, right across the pond, and how it does translate to what's happening here in the US. So we had a great chat, and we wanted to just snack on it.
Here's our snackable.
Talk later. Bye.
Bye.